Welcome. I'm the Mugless Stormy.
It.
I forgot my prop. I'm the bad streamer. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
Hi guys. Welcome back to episode 70 of Bandwidth and Banter. My co-host and co-creator and best friend, Druid IRL, right there. Please say hello, Druid IRL.
Hey.
I'm Stormy D, and we're super happy to join you guys again tonight. We got a fantastic interview in store for you. And speaking of fantastic interviews, last week, Bubba Lone Wolf, he's been such a feature in all of our communities for so long, such a sweet and noble and warm soul.
Yeah.
And
So good.
we're so happy
So
that everyone has taken to him the way that we did. And so guys, go please support Bubba Lone Wolf. Also, congrats, Druid, on your 500/600 celebration stream yesterday. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done. And can't wait for our big event we got on June 21st to see all that Minecraft work that you guys did.
Yes.
I'm super honored.
Yes. Don't forget to message me.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of honored, we're super honored tonight to have a fellow D&D nerd and amazing streamer. This lady, for some of you, needs no introduction just because she's kind of got her own cachet of fame. She's just a sweetheart, and she's warm and just a great entertainer. So we're super honored and thankful and grateful to have on tonight LadyMagdala. Here we go. Hi, LadyMagdala.
Yes. Hi, how's it going?
She was ready with her mug. Let's go. I totally didn't see her pull the mug out from the side and go, oh, this is what we're doing today.
Yep. She was more prepared than I was today.
I saw that. Oh.
I've actually got two.
Oh, wow. Double prepared. Okay.
Same.
Now I just feel inadequate.
Quick random question. Do you also have ADHD? Are you a neurospicy as well?
I believe I am. I've never been tasted. Coño. I've never been tasted.
Yep.
Tested.
Yep. I'm just going to say, yeah.
We love
welcome
you.
to the club. Sorry.
I have no idea, but it seems like I am.
Please introduce yourself. Introduce your content. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Lady Magdala or Magdala, also known as Lady M. Throughout most of the streams here on Twitch, I've been having some internet problems lately this whole month. But usually during lunch times, I am here for your cozy gaming entertainment. And then evenings on Tuesdays and every other Thursdays, maybe changing to every Thursdays, I do D&D on a Havoc_RPGs thing. And on Saturdays, I'm with Insomnia Night RPG doing Call of Cthulhu, Shadows on the Orient Express.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, we're going to jump right into the questions because we got some awesome ones for you today. And I can't wait to get to know you better. Druid gets to kick this off today with the first question.
My lady.
Yes.
Please share a boring fact about yourself.
A boring fact? A boring fact. I'm quiet, actually. You guys aren't going to believe this. It does believe I'm actually rather quiet, and I'm kind of a wallflower in person. So I just let everybody else talk.
I love that.
I do too.
You know what's so funny is so is my husband.
Oh Lord.
Right on. That's I can sort of see it. Not really, but we'll take your word for it. We believe you.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot of Havoc lies coming through here.
He literally just said lies.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said lies in chat. He's like, lies.
Yeah.
So,
I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of those.
Lady M, this is one of our favorite questions to kick off the interview. And we were just talking about it a little bit right before we got started. And we kind of said, wait, don't continue that story. And that is, how did you pick your Twitch name and what was the inspiration?
My Twitch name actually is my stage name. So before all of this and everything like that, I was performing and competitive dancer.
Oh, wow.
I did competitive hip hop. I did competitive salsa. And those were, I didn't need a name because those were competitions. They don't care. They just see you dance.
Right.
But I got into a car accident that kind of knocked me out of all of that. And I had stopped dancing for a while and my body nearly killed me for that. So I had to go back, and so I went into belly dancing. And 3 days into belly dancing, my instructor's like, okay, I'm putting you part of the team. And so became part of the team. We started doing the regular shows. And then when you go into Renaissance festivals and perform there, they prefer you to have stage names. So Magdala is actually the root name of my actual name. And I was like, okay, I'll just throw Lady in front of it. And then she is very Spanish and everything has got a little flair.
That is amazing. I love it.
It's so beautiful.
That is wonderful.
Lady M, what D&D class do you consider yourself to be in real life?
Ooh. Honestly, I really do think cleric. I lean more towards cleric and everything because I'm mother.
Oh.
I mom everybody. So you hear me in chat getting on to everybody, okay, you need to do this. You need to do this so you feel better. Put something on that, in real life, I'll see people. I know mom is not a class, but that's why I said cleric. So, yeah. And I do tend to sing, so I'm a cleric bard, I guess. Laura's right.
Beautiful.
Yep.
You support the multi-class for sure.
Yep. And it's understandable that Twitch streamers, one of their classes would likely be bard too. Well, on the same topic, Lady Magdala, how long have you been into Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPGs in general?
Well, I've always been fascinated since young age, little wee one. But I didn't have any friends to play with me with that because they thought they were too cool for it. So it wasn't actually until about, when did I start? When did I get my first dab at it? 2015 is when I got my first dab at it. And it was kind of a rough experience. I'm not lying. I got thrown into a group that just loved to dungeon raid and all that stuff, and they just gave me a character. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. And they got mad at me because I didn't know what to do with it. So I started out kind of rough, but then a little bit after that, someone came up to me and was like, hey, you know what? My girlfriend's getting started and I'm going to have her start out in Pathfinder. Would you like to join us? And so my husband at the time and me got together and we all just did Pathfinder. And actually that campaign, and that was a cleric, she never died. And that campaign ended, we're in 2024, I think 2022.
Nice.
So from 2015 to 2022, it took us to finish that campaign.
Wow, that's a long one. That's awesome. Congrats to your DM and your group for sticking it out that long. That's awesome.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Then, just getting another D&D chance actually didn't happen until I got invited to Havoc's.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's go.
Very cool. Very cool.
Please tell us about one of your favorite D&D characters. What one do you have a favorite that you've played?
Ooh. I have the funniest one right now. Let's see. Well, I don't know because they all have they have different personalities. I have Songbird. who's she's the kind of the funniest right now because she's a bard. Her stage name is Songbird. But right now she has a beard of feathers on her face and can't get rid of it. So she does her performing and her campaign with the beard of feathers on her face.
Wow. That's epic. I love it.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
chat, for the wild magic surge. Thanks.
Oh, cool.
Was that a wild magic thing? Oh no! Oh no!
I was trying to cast a spell to protect a couple of my people, and the magic surge went off when I did it. So they got the protection. I got a plume of feathers.
Feather beard.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yep. So I accidentally let it slip on Tuesday. I was trying to say song bird and I said song beard. So now that's kind of stuff.
Yeah. Song beard. I love it.
Yeah, one little weird slip up and it haunts you for the rest of forever. I get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's my funniest one.
Switching gears a tiny bit here. Please share what you're comfortable sharing about your halflings and their art habits.
So I have the one little halfling
Okay.
who was like to hear on me, and she turned 8 on Sunday. So
Oh, wow.
not so
Congrats.
much the halfling. Of course, I'm short anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
She has just been like really drawn to art. She does like the dance and everything like that. So, music, arts in general, she likes, but she really likes art. And some of the stuff she does on her own is just, random. But then if she could also look and listen to a video and they say, okay, draw it this way. And she'll go and she'll draw it that way. I mean, like right here on my desk, I have this. It'll eventually be like on a shelf behind me. So she actually made this for my first stream
Wow.
ever. She made me a follow button, and then she did this like last month, and I thought it was me, but no, that's her actually.
Oh
That's so cute.
As a little gamer, I'm like, aw.
no! Little baby gamer.
That's awesome.
I love that.
I do too.
So cute.
Yeah, her big thing right now is Minecraft, of course. It's got to be the Minecraft. I was like, okay.
Yep. Are you gonna join her in the Minecraft ventures?
I have when I can. It's usually when she's visiting her father, she gets to play more because it's on her computer there. I don't have a computer here for her to use. So, and since the internet's been wonky, I can't really play anything
That's true.
outside of what's on this thing.
Right.
I hope you get that. I hope that gets figured out soon. That's the worst.
Yes.
Well, they're supposed to come tomorrow, and it came up to me and the maintenance guy the other day. We're like, we're trying to figure out what it is, and we've narrowed it down for the guy. So when he comes in, I'll be like, look, fix that. If you fix that, I'm gonna have internet.
That, or I swear,
Right?
I have a very
I've already asked him,
passionate
it's like-
druid.
It's like I miss my chat. I want my chat back.
Right.
I miss my chat.
Mom.
Oh my goodness.
Aw. My mom. My mom's in chat.
Hi, Mom.
What type of dancing is your favorite, and which one do you feel you're best at?
Ooh. I love most of the dance. I know which one I'm bad at. Country dancing? I
Like
don't
the
know
line
why.
dancing?
Not even the line. No, the like two-step and everything. I don't know what is. I can salsa, I can merengue, I can do all that stuff. But you try to get me to two-step, I don't know what it is.
Huh.
Do
It
you think
doesn't
it's two-step?
function. Huh?
Because like the other dances that you're into, are they a little bit more like flowy?
Well, they have
and
more
that's just-
flair, but I think it's might be like the extra step in the two-step, and then you're trying to go with a partner with the extra step, and that doesn't work for me. But I know the first solo I ever did, so I was more comfortable with it, was belly dancing.
Mm.
and everything.
Yep.
And that was actually in my 30s when I started that one. So I got my first solo in my 30s.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So,
I used to do dance. I used to do dance growing up, and
mhm.
then did gymnastics, and then I was introduced to sports, and I'm like, and then I loved the competitiveness of sports.
Sports competitive is good. It's also a good energy there. I'm only graceful on a dance floor, folks. Everyday life or anything else, no. Just the dance floor.
So, Lady Magdala, what drew you to Twitch?
Okay, we can get the story now.
Ah, she's excited. Okay, so what drew me here is, and Druid's excited because what drew me here was LawTube.
LawTube!
Law nerds, we ride!
Yes.
So, yeah, it kind of spiraled. I found Emily D. Baker, which we're all fans. We got Cheerful
Yes.
Bacon, we got Druid, we got T-Cat,
Yep.
and everything like
Yep.
that. All
Law
EDB
Nerds Unite.
and everything. Anyway, so it went with her, and then she had Runkle and Law and Lumber. And then
Okay.
it went from that, and Runkle of the Bailey, who's a Canadian lawyer, is a D&D fan.
Yep.
And then he and his other lawyer friend, Hogue Law,
Yep.
started Lawyers and Dragons, where
Yep.
I've met Prototopics. And I followed Prototopics and watched them on YouTube and got into that. And then when they did the Hardy games, the spinoff from Lawyers and Dragons, and while they were creating their own platform, I and Foxy Project were in the very first episode of the Hardy games.
Oh, wow.
And so from there, it's like that caught the bug, and it's like she was already streaming, and she was telling me and getting me all set and ready to go and everything. I just needed to get the setup, the computer, and everything, and I just kind of cut the bug from there. So it was because of LawTube I'm over here.
That is amazing.
It is.
So my introduction into like the actual LawTube was actually was Legal Bites, and then I was there when Law and Lumber created his channel. Like got bullied into creating his channel and stuff when the whole like, Wood Daddy Stacks thing was happening.
Oh my god, that episode. I'm like, oh, she is. We're going with it.
Yep. Wood Daddy Stacks. And then I just now I'm on Grizzly True Crime. I'm on there all the time now. But I'm always Rewatch Crew.
Love you.
But I love that. We love you, Rewatch Crew. I am so happy. That is the coolest story. I think that's so fun. I've probably been in the chat at the same time as you at some point.
I was just thinking that it's like, oh, wait a minute. If you were at the Wood Daddy Stacks, we were in the same chat together.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh man. All right. It's beautiful. So what did friends and family think when you told them that you were going to start streaming?
That was kind of the whole thing with the like D&D couldn't find a friend because they didn't know. Apparently, I don't have a lot of nerdy friends. So, most of the ones I found were actually online. But I did have some that knew. I was like, oh, okay, because they understand the YouTube stuff and everything. Family-wise, my brother's wife knew, but my brother didn't know what in the world I was talking about. And then trying to explain it to my father, I had to use Bonanza references.
Wow. Okay.
It's like, okay, you're watching Bonanza on TV, so I'm like on TV, and then there'll be ads, like, how ads interrupt your Bonanza show, except for instead of it being recorded, it's live. He's
And
like,
you can
oh,
interact.
okay. Yes. So that's how I kind of had to explain it to him.
Perfect.
Like, okay.
Perfect. Well done.
That's beautiful.
On that note, what struggles did you deal with when you first started streaming?
Internet. And I still am. I went from bad internet to worse internet. So it's like,
Oh no.
Oh
It's like, oh my
no.
God. Yeah, one of the first issues I had when it was really, really bad, my stream dropped because I was trying to figure out and how to tell these people. I was taking screenshots and showed them, it's like, look, it's during these times that this happens and this happens. And when I was doing that, I counted 31 times my stream dropped.
Oh my God.
Out of a 3-hour stream, I'm missing 45 minutes.
Jesus. That's wild.
So it was, I actually had to take a moment. It's like, okay, I'll be right back. Got up. I was like, breathe. It's calm. So I was determined. I was like, this isn't going to get me. It's like, I'm upset. I need to calm down. I'll be okay. Go sit down, put a smile on your face and play. I'm getting mad at myself. It's like, just go.
Yep.
Go to
Get
your
up
chair,
and
young
walk
lady.
away. That happened to me the other day because I added an OBS extension, which like ruined my OBS, and like I couldn't go live. And then BT and Stormy were like, "We're gonna tech help you through this," and like and then BT's like, "I'm gonna hit go live," and I'm just sitting here on the other end like wanting to pull my hair out.
She's forgetting the part of the story where we were actually going live at the same time for our collab stream. So the start of our stream was us helping her.
Yeah. And I'm just sitting here losing my mind, and they're like, oh, TikTok Tuesday. And I'm like having to like delete and reinstall. Yeah. Ugh. Tech issues.
Tech issues.
I had to get up and walk away for like 20 minutes after that before I went live. Long story short.
But those of you that are in my chat, that are in this chat, hi. It's you guys. And the other thing, you know what we say. If you're not having tech issues, are you really streaming?
Missing hotkeys.
So sad it's true.
Missing hotkeys, things dropping, random. I think I had something fall on stream one time and it scared the crap out of me.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, wait, what?
My husband will sneak in and scare me.
Can confirm. I've seen it happen.
Multiple times.
My halfling did that to me too. I thought I heard the door. I looked over and I was like, I didn't see anyone and everything. And so I'm over here playing the game. All of a sudden, there's a head. I'm like, heart attack. It's like, what?
Touch it. What tips can you share with future streamers?
Patience. Patience is a virtue. Because again, tech issues happen. Tech issues. So many tech issues. So many tech issues. And everything. So there'll be times where mics are muted the whole. Well, let's see. Actually, my very first stream, my Discord was muted the whole entire time. So it was only me talking, and no one heard anybody else until maybe 45 minutes to the end of my stream. Someone said, "Hey, I can't hear Discord." It's like, oh, so by the way, chat, if you do hear that at the beginning of the stream, tell the streamer so they can fix it.
Yeah. Or if volume is weird.
Yep.
Volume is weird. And see, for that, there's so many different people that talk at different volumes, so it's so hard to
yes,
to do the things.
It is for sure, especially when you're collabing with others. Yep. Which is a lot of your content, right?
Well, let's see.
Traveler's Rest.
The cozy games are usually just me one-on-one with chat. There was the gaming and whatever I was doing with Foxy, where we would invite a whole bunch of people and we would do Among Us, Fall Guys, just group games, so we can all just hang out and have a little fun and everything. But life, again, has gotten a hold of us, so it's been kind of difficult for everyone to get together and do the things that
For
we
sure.
normally do.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
community day streams are always a
It'll-
blast, but hard to coordinate.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Lady M, what do you enjoy most about streaming?
The camaraderie.
Yeah.
And everything, and it doesn't have to be like everybody like here, this is great and everything, I like this, but then there's also the camaraderie with chat
Yeah.
and everything like that. You can be sitting there and just chilling with chat, have a conversation. It could be serious, it could be funny, it could be all in between and everything like that. And it's something that I think all of us need. Stress relief, people's opinions, get to learn new things I didn't know. It's like, oh, I had no clue on that.
Yeah.
And everything like that. Again, back to LawTube, it's like Erlin lenses. So it's like, I didn't know about those, but you're going to chat, you're finding out about stuff, you're going to this and finding out about stuff. And it's like, oh, wow, okay. So the camaraderie, the information, the just making it a safe place for everybody to be us.
Yeah.
Well said.
I love it.
Well said.
It's so good. It's so good. How long have you been playing video games, and what's the first one you've ever played?
Ooh, the first one I ever played was... Okay, if I'm thinking really back, because of school, and when they were first like getting us to really get into computers, it was the Oregon Trail.
I knew as soon as you said, when they were bringing the computers, like, Oregon Trail. I know what she's about to say.
It was Oregon Trail. Yeah, that was the first one. Then gaming wise, of course, there's Nintendo, the original Nintendo. Yes, I'm dead. And everything like that. So Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, everything like that. PC wise, other than Oregon Trail, I'm trying to think. In Tetris. I actually started playing Tetris on the PC.
Interesting.
So that was actually my first game.
Wild.
Oh, Tetris. Never gets old.
What's your favorite thing and least favorite thing that you have streamed?
Ooh. Favorite thing that I have streamed. I think for me, the easiest one is the least favorite one. And that was like way, way back in the beginning. Like, basically, I don't think anyone likes their first and everything. It's like, oh, no, I didn't like what no.
Yeah. Yep.
That's not good. I mean, it's a learning process and everything, but back then, that's definitely not my favorite. My favorite one. Wow, that's a good one because, technically all of them are my favorites because each one has their own little nuances to it.
Sure.
Another one I don't like was the 31 drop one. But that one I didn't like. But yeah, trying to pick a favorite one is kind of hard. I mean, I can think of funny ones that pop up and everything like that, but a favorite one is kind of hard to pick.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to name one of your favorite ones or one of the funny ones that comes to mind, that's cool.
Okay. Well, one of the funny ones, I'm actually still dealing with the repercussions of it because it has to deal with what's in this cup.
Oh.
And it's energy drink. And this happened during one of the D&D streams. So it was during my Songbird one. Like I said, she used the funnier one for some odd reason. And
Bard.
Yeah, as a bard. And so, and there's clips of this. And actually, Old Man Guerras clipped the ones on mine. And so he'll know this one. And it's when I choked on my drink. Because I started singing Let It Go. And Havoc goes, you stop that. And so I choke on my drink and you can hear it. And on his chat, it's a little delayed, but if you look on mine, it goes in line with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I choke and I have to mute myself and everything like that, but you still have Havoc. He's like, "Are you okay? Did that go up through your nose?" And you see me leaned over and I'm going like this. Like, one moment. And I sit up and I'm holding my nose because it is burning because it did come through my nose and everything like that. So I'm trying to talk and everything like that. Apparently I had muted in Discord but didn't mute my mic. So on his stream for his highlight, you can't really hear me say what I'm saying. But on my stream, you can hear me trying to croak out that yes, it did and everything. So I grabbed my drink again. I should have grabbed the water, but I didn't. I grabbed my drink again and I'm trying to clear my throat. And they're all making jokes about, "Oh, do it again. I didn't get to see, do it again," and all that stuff. And, someone's like, that's how people just, pass out and die and everything like that because there's so many jokes. And I'm taking a sip and Havoc goes, "Don't do it again." It all comes spewing out because I can't hold it back. I already done choked myself. So you see on the stream it flowing right at the camera and onto the monitor and everything. It's just a big spew on camera. I'm like, and I tried. Thankfully, he went to a break at that time, and I'm over here trying to clean up everything. But I looked at my monitor when I moved, and I'm like, "Oh, it's still on there." So I need better cleaners for my monitor screen to get it off.
So one time I spit out my coffee on my monitor.
Oh no.
And these actually little glasses wipes actually work really nicely.
Wait a minute, I have those.
Yeah, they work really nice. They're from Walmart. Yeah, they just work.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there you go. Little glasses cleaner.
Actually,
For the next time that you spew soda out of your nose.
It was the coffee for me. And I had
coffee for her and energy drink for her.
Yeah. It's like, maybe we shouldn't be drinking those.
It's so good though.
It is. It is. It is very good. Oh my goodness. Sponsor all of us, right?
Milady.
Yes.
If I handed you a stop sign in Lethal Company, should I be worried?
No. Not me. Not worried about me. So that's another clip I have. So what happened was, let's get.
What happened?
So it was during one of the gaming and whatevers. Foxy wasn't able to join me, so I was asking around for people to do it. Don't even start with the lies. And he's saying that now. Havoc is saying that now because we were playing Lethal Company. It was him, Rhino, me, and later joined by Mr. Gaming Lord. I had never played before. I don't know if Havoc had played before, but Rhino had. And so we were all playing around. We got into this room, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. And Rhino goes, "Ooh, stop signs." And I'm running up to the little thing. It's like, "Oh, okay." And Havoc grabs it. Then you hear Rhino said, "Do not hit anyone with the sign." And as soon as he finishes his sign, Havoc hits me with the sign. And kills me. And he kills me.
Mm-hmm.
In my defense, I thought it was Rhino.
Yeah. That was his defense. It's like, we have names. We're labeled. And yeah. It's like, so he's been told not to swing it at anybody, but he swings it at somebody, and it happens to be me. So there's a clip of it and everything like that. And the sound of his voice after he did it was hilarious. I was cracking up while they were trying to finish up the rest of the freaking thing, try to get my stuff back, trying to get all the trash back before the time had run out and everything. And by the time they got back to me, I was crying from laughing so hard because of the conversation that kept going afterwards. It was so hilarious.
Oh, so beautiful.
Oh my
I
god.
love that.
I
The
love it.
shenanigans.
Oh, the shenanigans. We're all about the shenanigans.
Well, speaking of shenanigans, how is it that you met your first D&D crew? I think you said it was Havoc RPG that you first started streaming D&D with.
Yeah. So I actually met Havoc through Myriad _X. So when I had started streaming and everything like that, she was big into Stardew. And so she and Little Bones were doing Stardew Sundays. And Foxy had raided into Little Bones. I met Myriad. I went over to Myriad's because I liked her vibe. I like Bones' vibe too, but there was something about Myriad.
Yeah.
And so I noticed then that she did D&D with it was over on D20 Enclave for Gilded Blades they were doing. And so I would watch the Gilded Blade things and Havoc was on there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So when they did the introductions, they said, this is such a. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll go and follow. And I went and watched some of the things, and I followed. I was like, hey, I like these storylines and everything like that. Got into the Discord, and then I think he had posted for a game. And I was like, hey, I'm down. I can't remember if it was that or if I was asked. I don't remember. I just remember it all kind of happened at one time.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I was like, I'm down. I'll play. Sure. And that's how that happened.
Then just the blossoming of a beautiful friendship, I can tell by how you guys interact. It's glorious.
Well, I was actually surprised. To be honest, when I saw him, he was wearing a hat and it had a Puerto Rican flag on it. And I'm Texarican. You hear Norricans, which is what he is, and everything like that. I'm Texarican. So Puerto Rican, born and raised Texas.
Yep.
So seeing a Puerto Rican play D&D is kind of shocking. So I'm like, because I'm used to my cousins being all island style macho and everything and not their type of thing. Maybe they're all about the motorcycles and cars, but not the gaming stuff. So seeing one, eso es guerra suepa. But it's like seeing one there, I was like, hey, what's up? So that was kind of the thing. I was like, hey, I see Borique and everything. And you can see him on screen when I had typed that, go like, the head tilt, like, oh, someone recognized and used the word, that would be used on the island. So that's how that happened. And then we just vibe really well together.
Nice.
I love it. Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
That's a great story.
That one hair.
Oh, I have one that's like under my glasses right now, and I'm just like trying. Anyways, my lady,
yes,
when are we gonna get when are we gonna get a Featherbeard prop for your stream?
I'm trying to think of which craft store has a lot of feathers, because I was told that the feathers match the hair of my character. So I'm gonna have to find cardinal feathers or paint the feathers.
So my question is, are you committing to a Featherbeard prop? Is that what I'm
sensing?
Is that what I'm sensing right now? Because you're just like craft store. That sounds like it.
Possibly. It might be a little bit, because I'm like, okay, well, what's my schedule look like? I'm like, okay.
We understand.
I get my halfling back. I've got to work tomorrow. And it's like, okay. But the craft store is actually by work. So can I get, no, I have to do my best. It's one of those, okay, I got a mom schedule. Like my halfling's birthday was last week, but because it's Memorial Weekend, we have to do her birthday either a week before or the week after. So it happened to be the week after. So this weekend is her birthday party.
Yeah,
Having
yeah.
a bunch of 8-year-olds around and then immediately going to work is going to be
Excellent. I love that.
I'm going to be so tired.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so tired.
Yeah.
And everything. So maybe
Hey.
the beard will make an appearance soon.
Right
I
on.
just got to get to a craft store.
we got a pseudo commitment of a maybe, and that's fair enough.
I love it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Havoc.
You're welcome. Next question. How good are you with the bow and arrow?
I did compete during the Renaissance festivals and everything like that. There was one festival I did win gold.
Nice.
My main goal for most of the time was actually to beat the husband of one of my best friends. They're both actually certified archery instructors.
Oh, wow.
And my best friend, actually, one of my best friends, I have tons of them, but she's like I met her, she was actually my dance sister and everything. So we danced together and everything. And then I found out she did archery and I was like, okay, yeah, we're just bonding all over the place. But she actually competes with the US women's team and she went to Italy to compete and made 17th place.
Nice.
And that
holy crap.
There was a decent amount there, but she got it to almost the finals.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So she did really well.
Yeah.
But I can't beat her. I was trying to beat her husband. And I managed to do it by 1 point. So I was like, goal made and everything. So I'm usually pretty good with it. Sights, I kind of, and everything like that. So it's more instinctual, traditional.
Love it.
So all the gizmos and gadgets are not plenty on my bow.
Gotcha.
Not the who's its or what's its galore.
Nah. But usually thingamabobs all over my outfit, I got plenty.
But who cares? It's no big deal.
Nah. You always get more. Story's like, what the
hell? This is why I love Bandwidth and Banter.
I think I just fell in love, guys.
Indeed.
You guys watched me fall in love live on stream today. Just saying. Anyways. Guys, we're getting down to the last 3 questions of our curated questions. So now is the great time for all of you guys in chat. If you have any questions, now's the time to prepare. Prepare those questions. You can put them in chat. But it's mandatory that you go hit some links. I'll post them again. I see you, Jolter. I knew you had that like primed and ready to go. Milady.
Yes.
What is the weirdest sleeping dream you've ever had? That you're willing to share.
Sleeping dream. Weirdest one. I'm trying to think of my weirdest one. There is one, but it happened so long ago, and I remembered it. It was kind of crazy, and I told my friend, but now I can't even think about it. What the hell was it? It had to do with. Oh, the weirdest one I can think of at the moment is when I worked at a freaking bank.
In your dream?
No, in real life, but it carried over into my dream. And I was told by my roommate, it's like, I can hear you asking, do you want any checking or your savings? Because I was dreaming and working at the bank, and apparently I was talking out loud. I'm like, oh.
That's funny.
He's like, no, you don't have that for you. That's not
That's
valid
my
at all.
husband's nightmare. Dreaming about work.
Been there. Me too. Yep.
That's so funny. Oh Lord.
Lady M, if you could have any superpower, which one would you choose and why?
Ooh. I think it would be flying. And it's only maybe because I get car sick.
You hate cars? Oh wow! Look at that bonding moment. I knew that was coming.
If I'm not driving, I get car sick, and so I can't.
She's
if
the
I'm
opposite.
sitting in the back, if I'm in the back seat, I guaranteed I will throw up.
Oh wow! Interesting.
I will throw up if I'm sitting in the back seat. I can handle the front seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the back seat, as long as I'm either focused on something or just leaning back with my eyes closed, I'm okay. And everything like that. The front seat is another thing. It's like if I'm not looking at the horizon and straight at the horizon, or if I don't have something in my mouth, I'm like, the burping starts a lot and everything, and the burping, I'm like, okay, pull over.
Yep. For me,
pull over a second. It's like,
I just gotta throw up real quick and then I'll be fine. I just gotta throw up once and then I'll be fine. Just the one time.
Local. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Okay, this is our last and final question, Melody. And this is you have to pick one, the other one disappears. Okay.
From existence.
From existence for everyone on the planet.
Okay.
Mexican food or Italian food?
Oh damn.
She froze up so much, like, what a horrible question.
Dang, that's a hard one. Well, since I'm in Texas, I'm gonna say, I would go Mexican over Italian, but that's only because I'm in Texas, guys. Don't blame me. Okay, the Italian food is not so good here.
She's right.
So it's like
perfect answer.
so much for the Italian here.
Now's that point where we open up the floor to questions and share Lady Magdala's links, which I'm sure Druid is either already done or is about to do. And we have some great questions already from some folks in the audience.
I did put some in the drive.
Okay.
So in order.
Looks like Jolter asks a D&D related question, which does not surprise me that Jolter's asking a D&D related question. We love you, brother. Does your bard have vicious mockery? If so, do you have any memorable quotes while mocking someone to death?
She does have vicious mockery, but the problem is I'm terrible at mocking people. So I don't really get to use that one. I can't think of very good mocks, so I don't get to use them.
That is.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Oh, you know who used to cast vicious mockery all the time, and she wasn't even a bard?
Who?
Fern.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
She was a Circle of Spores druid. And because of her mouth, an entire team decided to go do something stupid and get themselves killed.
Not all of them.
But that wasn't my fault.
Some of them came back maimed.
But you know what? They were stupid. They did it to themselves. Not my fault. All I did was ask them if they were okay with being, number 2 now. T-Cat asks, question. Favorite bread? Asking for a friend.
Favorite bread? Brioche.
Nice.
Artisan, though.
Yes.
It has been the artisan grains and everything like that, but the brioche artisan grains.
Oh, it does not surprise me that you would have fancy tastes in bread. That's wonderful.
I Listen.
I'm kind of restricted, actually. I'd be sensitive to certain things, and it seems like that's the one that doesn't cause me to react.
Oh, fair enough.
Totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate chip brioche?
Is that Loco or Ioko? It's either Loco or Ioko.
I think it's
Loco.
Loco. I thought so.
Loco.
They ask, who is your favorite D&D character to play with? Eyes fluttering.
Yeah, he goes. Because Loco is in actually all the games I play with Havoc too. So he's in there. Both Rhino and Loco are in the games that I play with Havoc. I don't know. Roz is a big kitty cat. So I love kitty cats.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. So they're Loco.
Nice. And next question, Druid?
Yep. Starkity asks, what's your favorite board game and why?
I can tell you right now. Clue.
Wow.
Ooh.
You have that in
Go
common
figure.
with Star Kitty, the asker of the question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Clue. It was very hard to get a lot of people to play it, but you know, I like trying to figure out and go around. It's like, well, could it be this and this? And then watching people, it would be like, okay, so they did this, and it could be this and this, and so trying to figure out, which is why I like law. So I like the lawyer things.
Yeah,
But yes, Clue.
to figure out the questions and do all the stuff.
Yeah.
And
all the
something
things.
seems fishy.
Yes.
Why is this fishy? Why are you being suspicious right now?
Exactly. What's that?
Star Kitty also asks, I love this question. If your life had a theme song, what would it be and why does it resonate with you?
One instantly popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the circus song. So many reasons. So many reasons. So yeah, that's instantly the song that pops in my head. Is like, yeah, that's it. So much crazy, so much mayhem, so many shenanigans, just all rolled into one. That's exactly what just pops in my head.
That is so beautiful. Insomnia Night asks, favorite question. Favorite nuggy dipping sauce.
Sweet and sour.
Mine is sriracha.
That does not surprise me.
Sweet but a little bit spice.
Yeah, she's super spicy.
It's so yummy. It's a yummy dipping sauce for everything.
It's like Star Kitty also would like to know, what is your favorite meal to cook and why?
I actually have two. The first one is the it's always going to have rice. I'm Latino. I'm going to have rice. But it is the garlic lemon chicken that I make.
Ooh.
Because I get to use my pilon, or I crush the garlic and everything like that to get it to marinate and everything like that. So it's fresh crushed garlic. And then the second one that goes along with it is the molida that I make. And some people call it picadillo, or there's another word, but basically it's the ground. Well, it's supposed to be ground beef, but I use ground turkey. Yes, I'm about to see something like blasphemy pop up in the freaking chat. But you know what?
Spam?
Spam is not a meal. That is a quick food. I do love my spam, though. Okay, I grew up on spam. That and the little salchichas, the Vienna sausages. I grew up on that stuff. Yes, I know. One person has informed me, but that is the closest thing to human flesh and everything like that. And then there's been questions about me being a cannibal. But, but yeah, I love my spam. But actual meals would be the molida, which is just ground up I use green onions because I can't have regular onions, seasoning, adobo, all that stuff, and then put it on top of the rice. It's like fantastic.
Fantastic. Starkity asks if you could hang out with any D&D character from the campaigns you have been a part of, which one would you choose?
Ooh. I'm trying to think of all of them. And honestly, because of her energy and the way she comes across, it would be Alfie. It's in the Dragonlance one that we actually did last night. And she's a Kender.
Oh.
That's trying to be a knight and everything. I love her.
I love that.
So, Druid, do you know a Kinder is basically a version of a hobbit in the Dragonlance world.
Ah.
Mhm.
Cool. Cool.
Halfling, technically. Although
Yeah.
halfling was TSR, it was halfling was the name they used because they couldn't get licensing from Lord of the Rings to call it Hobbit, and they didn't want to get sued. And they were back in the original days with Gary Gygax. Anyway, little trivia side note there. I have another D&D question for you.
Mhm.
You indicated earlier that you were into Pathfinder, and you were in a campaign that lasted, on my math, I think it was
Several
like
years.
7 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you tell us? I guess I have a couple of interesting questions about that. What level were your characters by the time you finished? And tell us some interesting highlight about that entire campaign.
When we finish, we actually hit mythical level. So after you get to level 20, that's it. And then after that, it's mythical. So we got to mythical level. Some of the things that I remember actually have to deal with a friend that passed away that played with us.
Oh.
And we kept his character going throughout the whole entire campaign. The DM played his character through and we all agreed on how to play the character. And so some of us would roll the dice for that character. But
that's beautiful.
The first one when he first joined us, because we had played, as 4 players, or well, actually 3 players, and then the DM, and then our friend joined us because he wanted to play a game. He hadn't played in a while, so he joined us and everything like that. And he actually permanently burned a hero point to save my character.
Oh wow!
So that was like one of my first interactions with him, because I hadn't known the guy very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really good and everything. So we kept through and we kept playing and everything like that. And after he passed away, I remember there were times that when we would roll something that was very important, when we knew, okay, we're going to roll this dice for him, and everything like that. And because we put that energy in it, it landed on a nat 20. That's and awesome. Everything. So it was always very important. That was always something that was always important in that game. So it evolved the character a lot. One of the things with my own character, though, was like towards the beginning, I had an NPC following me because he made a promise to my parents to protect me as a cleric. But he was just following, and he got kidnapped by, I can't even remember what, but they used his heart to try to res a thing. I got pissed off and everything, and I caused the creature to explode because the DM's like, I'm going to tell you now what you need is a nat 20 in order to do this. I rolled a nat 20. I was like, you got it. Boom goes the dynamite. I was like, give me that damn heart. Put it back in that man's body.
I swear to God.
Wow. That's awesome.
Like, no.
It just goes to show that D&D is more than just a hobby for some folks, right? It can become a part. It's part of your life. It's a lifestyle. And it's cathartic, and it's a wonderful place where we can come together and connect and learn things about each other and ourselves.
It's so good. I love it so much.
Banana Tom asks, for all three of us, he wants an answer. What is our favorite ice cream? Bonus points for a brownie to go with it. I'm not sure what he means by the bonus parts, but
I like the Talenti layered mint chocolate cookie, whatever it is. It is so yummy because most of like the mint chocolate chip ice creams where the mint chocolate pieces are just too hard and you're just like, this sucks because it just gets stuck in your teeth. The Talenti layered mint ice cream doesn't do that, and it is delicious.
That does sound good.
So good.
It's also a reason why I get my Java chip frappuccinos double blended, because you can't get those through the straw.
Yeah, they get stuck in the straw.
Like, for me, I'm a chocolate girl and everything. You can throw cookie dough brownie on top of it. I'm a chocolate girl. But there's also the tiramisu gelato.
That's good.
What about a tiramisu?
Nice.
freaking delicious.
For me, I don't really do ice cream much anymore. Occasionally, Starkey and I will go to Baskin Robbins only because they have a non-dairy option that I like there, since I try and avoid dairy. But when I did love ice cream and do dairy, I don't know. Some of you, if you've been in the South, especially in Oklahoma, there's a store called Brahms. It's also in the north part of Texas. But Brahms, they don't just do ice cream. It's the main thing they do is ice cream, but they do their own dairy and some groceries and really yummy hamburgers and French fries. But they have an ice cream that's called Cappuccino Chunky Chocolate. And the stuff is like crack. It's so good. I introduced a friend of mine to it, and he got even more addicted than I. And I remember one time he downed an entire half a gallon of this stuff in one shot and made himself sick.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's glorious. Easily. Beast of Bifrost asks, question, what is something you do, read, or listen to that helps you get into a positive state of mind?
Good question.
I love that question.
Yeah.
It's such a very good question.
Positive state of mind. Well, anything that will get me dancing is one thing, because dance is my positive state of mind. So usually, anything from salsa, merengue to I'm trying to think, beats antique. What is epica? Just I can listen to rock, I can listen to classic, I can listen to a whole bunch, as long as it gets me going. Any music energy will definitely get me going. If it's books, I'm a big fan of pretty much any book.
Right on.
And everything like that. And they're usually playing in the background and everything while I'm being domestic and cleaning the house. The domestic side of me.
When
I love that.
I think just in general, listening to music is always a nice choice to lift your mood, right? And if you want to take it to the next level, there's some songs that really resonate on that positive level. Like Kansas, a group from the 70s and 80s, they have a lot of songs that really have this uplifting message in the songs.
And then I'm sitting here and I have the bread song stuck in my head.
That is so you, Druid.
Cultured. And I'm sitting here going, oh.
Is it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. Neek asks, LadyMagdala, I screwed it up. LadyMagdala, have you played RoboCop Rogue City?
I have not. I've seen it, and I actually find that an interesting game. I'm like, but I have not played it yet. That's actually what I need to write down. Wait, where's my pencil?
You don't have them splayed across your desk so you can just reach and grab one randomly?
By the way,
old.
too, if you have any questions for us during this time, feel free to throw them our way. We'd be happy to answer them. Yeah, we have a couple more interesting questions for you, I think.
Well, I have neighbors honking at each other, bro.
Dun, dun,
Fight
dun.
outside.
Is it mine? No, this one's yours.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
It's Star Kitty asks, what D&D class or classes have you not played? Are you interested in playing that class or classes in the future?
Yes, right now, Ranger. I was going to try to start playing a Ranger, but due to scheduling issues, i.e., I haven't gone crazy in Call of Cthulhu yet, so I can't play on Saturdays with my Ranger. I want to play a Ranger. It's like that's my next one. It's like I'm going to play a Ranger.
Nice.
Right on.
Do you know what subclass that you want to do?
I have no idea.
Gotcha.
I just
Beautiful.
stopped at Ranger. It's like I want to do a Ranger. I'll figure out the rest later, but I want to do Ranger.
I love that. Yeah. I've officially played a druid class, and now I'm doing a fighter. I almost called it a knight, and I'm like, that's not right. She's not a knight. She's a
sort
fighter.
of a knight. Remember, we called her a rune warrior. That's right. We
Rune
changed
warrior.
the name because
warrior.
Oh, nice.
Warrior.
So I guess the last question we have for you before we wrap up for the night is that you know, you indicated you played Pathfinder and obviously D&D, and you're in a Cthulhu game with Insomnia Night. What do you think of that as a you know, the difference? What are some of the differences between that TTRPG and something as, you know, kind of old school is Pathfinder or D&D?
For with Cthulhu words are hard.
Words are hard.
So Cthulhu versus Pathfinder and D&D.
Yeah.
That comparison. Okay.
Very less math.
Yes, there is very less math with Call of Cthulhu, but the percentages and everything is what gets me because it's a variable type of thing. Whereas, you know, Pathfinder, D&D, this is this. You can kind of gauge and everything like that. When you've got percentages, it could be a big range, it could be a small range. It just all depends. Is it normal? Is it higher? Is it harder? Is it this? Is it that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh. So that kind of like trips me up a little bit.
Yeah.
On that. Now, between Pathfinder and D&D, particularly with playing Cleric, it trips me up because there are nuances that are different, and I'll keep thinking back to Pathfinder because I played it the longest.
Right.
And I have to go through. It's like, well, where is this? And it's like, oh, wait, yeah, no, that's not part of it.
Wrong book.
Yeah, I have the same problem, really, because, you know, technically speaking, I have more experience with 3.5, even though I've been playing since the original BX set back in 1981. So I did AD&D, a little bit of second edition. 3.5 is the one I did the most, though. And 3.5 and Pathfinder basically are effectively the same game, right? And so I get what you're saying. As I'm DMing these folks, I have plenty of 5th edition experience, but not as much. And so I frequently will get the two systems confused, and I end up needing their help. But that's the thing is, I love when you have players like these folks who can, you know, who are understanding with the DM. It's a collaborative effort, you know? And so.
Yep, absolutely.
And
that's one of my big things is like, if we can all play together, including the DM, and it's like, this will be great, this will be fun, and everything like that. It's when you start going like this, and I was like, okay, you know.
It's not a competition, it's a collaboration.
That's right. That's right.
The percentiles remind me of the Palladium system, which is my husband's first thing that he did was Palladium. Everything is percentile rather than a D20. So there's also a lot of maybe.
Yeah.
A possibility.
The most confusing system that I ever tried was Shadowrun. I mean, I was able to wrap my head around it at one point in time, but then later on in the future, when I wanted to DM a Shadowrun campaign for Star Kitty and some of our friends in the past, I decided instead of trying to have everyone buy a new book and teach, and make them and teach them the mechanics of the game, which were kind of hard to understand. Not all of them. Like some of it was pretty easy to understand, but some of it was complicated. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to convert the D20 system myself to a future, to Shadowrun, which is basically kind of like Cyberpunk only with magic. And so, yeah. I guess that's all we have today. Time for us to wrap up.
Quick question, actually. Do you have any big events coming up? Do you have
Yes.
anything that you need to promote?
That's what I was going to ask next.
Promotion-wise, it's just until I can get in. My big event will be me streaming again.
Which we're so ready for,
Oh my
y'all.
God.
It's gonna happen.
Mhm.
It's gonna happen. If not, call me. I will yell at them for you. I'll put on my best Karen voice. Okay? And it'll be fantastic.
So, probably what it is, I think this is what's happening. They're waiting for my 1-year affiliate, which is June 5th. But I'm
Nice.
working on that day. So, I already have that scheduled. So I already know I'm working that day. So I don't know what's going to happen, but tomorrow's June 1st. So it looks like they're just waiting for that. I don't know. But according to Havoc, he's still trying to get me a 24-hour stream. My chat has been trying to get me. They're close. They conned me into a 15-hour stream for my birthday. I was like, I was so tired after that one. And I had to go to work the next day.
Ew. I did a 12-hour stream and I wanted to die.
It was rough at work because what happened was I started the stream at the beginning of a Saturday. Call of Cthulhu was in the evening. So just kept going and it's like, okay, well, I got to do this with the halfling. I'm going to step away, come back. Then I got to do this. And then I got to get ready for the thing. So it's like, get ready with me, and did my makeup. And then I stepped away so I can get in my outfit and everything. And then there's Call of Cthulhu that goes until we start at 10 p.m. Central Time and goes into 10, 11, 12. 1 o'clock? I think it's a 3-hour, 10, 11, 12. 1. Yeah, I can do math. Yeah. So 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I have to turn around and go to work. So I went to work. I still had my makeup on and everything. I still kind of had my hair all 20 style and everything. I was like, okay, that's the energy I have right now. It's like, I'm not taking this off. I'm not doing anything. And it's going to hide all the rings under my eyes. Whoa. But, so that's going to be the big event, is me getting to stream again.
Right on.
Promoting is, since I can't do it Tuesday evenings, 7 p.m. Central Time, is over at Havoc_RPGs for Tyranny of Dragons. Every other Thursday, we just had this Thursday, so not next Thursday, is Dragonlance, also on Havoc's channel. And then every Saturday is over at Insomnia Night RPG with Call of Cthulhu, nice. Shadows of the Orient Express.
What time is that one?
And that one is 10 p.m. Central Time.
Gotcha. Here's the thing, Lady Magdala. It just goes to show how much your folks love you, that they want to talk you into doing a 24-hour stream. They're like, we must have more Lady M in our lives. We must steal her away from all of her time. And so you should take that as a sign of affection.
I do, and they know how to make me blush. Druids made me blush. BTs made me blush. Everybody's done made me blush. They know how to make me blush, which is why I have fans right here, so I can hide behind them. That, and sometimes it gets a little too hot, but I also love fans. So I have 3. I have 3 right next to me right now, actually.
Why do I feel so proud that I've made you blush? I'm like, oh, I made you blush. Wow.
But, yeah, the stream. I love my chat. Chat is freaking awesome. They're sweethearts.
Chat is bae.
Chat is bae. Chat is always bae. Absolutely. And I missed them, and I'll be back, and they'll probably end up conning me into a 24-hour stream. That's going to happen, particularly since I haven't streamed all month. So
Well,
that could be a possibility. I don't know.
We definitely look forward to
Sleepy.
it, just like I know all your folks do, and all of our folks who now have gone over and followed and supported you. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, chat. We all know what to do. You're gonna go hit those links. If not, okay.
If not, Druid's gonna bully you.
Oops.
It's not like you actually need bullying, though. As you've seen tonight, she's exactly the kind of people that we want to highlight because she's just inspirational. She's a literal ranger in real life. She's a freaking archer, and she's a bard too, so she can dance. Like that's awesome. That's awesome. Exactly the kind of.
I just did my little white girl dance over here, like yay, dancing.
So, Druid, tell us who we got next week.
We got Omayun.
All right, Omayun. Excuse me. We know Omayun through the Mighty Mango Mates, right?
Incorrect. We know them through Tarkonix. He is a hitless Cuphead runner.
Right. Omayun's Cuphead runner. Yeah, right on. Another Cuphead runner. Fantastic.
I know. It's like Cuphead runners. They have no soul. Like all the life has been drained from them and into cups.
Yeah. Well, you guys heard it here. Be there, be square. Come check out our episode then. Also, don't forget tomorrow night. Actually, tomorrow during the day at 3 p.m. Central Time, we'll be doing our next episode of D&D, the Dragon Metal Saga. Come check it out. I know you're gonna love it. I know these guys are in for a fight. So, let's see if they can beat that troll.
It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Well, do you have anything else to add before we do the wrap up, Druid?
I love you guys.
Do you see that? I timed it. I knew you were about to say it, so I was like, I mean,
it has to happen.
I mimed it. All right. Thanks, guys. We're going to do it. Here we go. Thank you for coming to the show.
Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.
If you're listening to the podcast,
please rate and review the episode.
We are Bandwidth
and Banter.
Thank you.
And good night.